In this video, you'll see the great progress we made in the neglected garden of our 110-year-old house. Get ready because it's a big difference. So Aurélie and I have just bought these nostalgic bricks to make our dream a possibility. Living in a charming house with an even more beautiful garden. However, we'd always like to have people over and see our garden as a potential meeting spot for our little community of family and friends. Nature, adventure and outdoor is like the core DNA of many of our lifetime friends. Sharing great stories around the campfire and celebrating others with a barbecue. But how do you host a barbecue here? And this is gonna be a yearly task, I guess, because it was pretty bad. So the previous owners didn't actually live in this house. It's basically been used as a storage space for the last decades. The one thing they did was cut the grass from time to time, so that left us with a lot of overdue maintenance. As you can see behind me, the wall is completely overgrown. It's even growing on top of the roof. And as we'll be getting a new roof, all of this, not you, you can stay. Eventually all of this has gotta go. So we'll be chopping it off at the bottom and then it will slowly die, which would make it easier for us to get it off the wall. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I've decided to leave this bottom part. I quite like it. Ta-da! It was pretty difficult, but I'm so happy that it's done, because when Aurélie gets here, she's gonna say, wow, you're the best thing that ever happened to me.
Goed hè?
Vooral de muur.
Oh, ja, amai. Ik heb het nog niet gezien.
Would you say that I'm the best thing that ever happened to you? So we're currently in the garage and I've noticed that there's something leaking on the roof. So I'll have to climb up there and maybe empty the drain or something. We'll see. Plants are already growing on top of it. All the leaves are rotting and forming soil. And I think that might have been the issue. I've also found the drain and it was also very stuffed with this stuff. Stuffed with this stuff. We both started working on the garden with a lot of energy. Hey. But it seemed like there was no end to our ever-growing to-do list. So at that moment, we really could use some helping hands. And it's always good to know that you have the full support of your parents. They're like very happy to help whenever they can, which is awesome. They took down the poison ivy and I have to say the wall looks amazing. We are very, very grateful for that. One by one, our friends started reaching out to us to offer their help. So that's very cool. A lot has happened in the past few days, so I'm gonna give you a bit of an overview because it was very chaotic to film all of it. So here's what happened. This is the side of the house that was completely overgrown with ivy and the root system itself is also removed. So that was a lot of work and my friends did a great job. I can imagine that isn't the most fun thing to do. The overgrown hedge is completely been treated for the first time in years. we made such good progress that we also started working on the inside, but I can't show too much because that's for next video. Sneak peek. Yeah. As I said, we did a lot in the last few days.
Ziet dat eruit als ik nog aan het bed kom?
Nu wel. Jullie twee niks te doen, hè?
I'm cleaning the bushes. And it's important to keep your bush clean because that's the first thing people see from the house.
Is sticking out.
Okay.
Werkt dat nog?
Wat was je van plan? Een ronde?
So there are separate kinds, and I thought to just cut them somewhat rounded, and then it would look way better. That's what I thought. But I think when the leaves will grow back, it will look way better. So, but for now it's somewhat brownish. Ta-da! Moving on to the, in my opinion, the biggest difference. With all those helping hands, our garden to-do list grew shorter and shorter. It didn't seem so daunting after all. Which is good, because we also started losing our focus. Without any clear communication, the group decided to set a new goal for that day. It was time to move the old caravan.
Oei, dat is tegen de lens. Oei. Zit je gewoon eens zelf aan het filmen terwijl jij een beetje aan het filmen bent?
Ja,
Zo,
ik monteer ook alleen maar mijn eigen dingen.
Ja.
Precies niet alleen
dat dat zo elke keer zo kei brak gekut is.
Maar volgens mij is ook zo
Ja.
mijn hoofd op hun lichaam geplakt. And with all of the effort and the energy of our friendship, we got not even close to moving the caravan. However, to Aurélie and me, the main quest was completed. So, Aurélie, what are we gonna do with this one?
Love it.
Het is zo wel redelijk hard in het midden. Hè?
Wil jij hem dan weg hebben?
So, when you look at the tires, that's not going anywhere. So, the smart move might be to lift the caravan up a bit, change the tires, and then it will be easier to move it. But, yeah, where to? Aurélie, we don't know yet. Some people say get rid of it. I say we do something cool with it.
Jij bent de enige dat wenst.
Nee. Let's say if we keep the oak, we keep the caravan, and if we get rid of the oak, then it would be very sad, and then we have to keep the caravan. I think that sounds like a good deal. Finally, I would like to show you the masterpiece of everything. It's the old pile of ivy, which is pretty big. And then you might say, isn't it annoying to have such a big pile in the backside of your garden? Yes it is. And that's why we put it on my sister's side of the garden. With the help of our friends and family, the garden quickly looked way better than we found it. You might even say it was ready for its very first...
Bye, brother. Lekker. Lekker. Wat een zeker te komen zelf. Ja, het is zo niks van. Is het nu?
So that's how the garden turned out for now. We know it might not come across as the most crazy difference, but us just being able to enjoy the outside with friends and family without seeing all of the work makes us feel like grateful. It feels amazing. However, during the barbecue, we felt there was one final job that needed to be done. Good enough for now, guys. Thank you so much for helping in the garden. It really was a big difference.